is, in today's video, we'll learn something which is very important and beginners friendly. We will see what are the resources exactly required for you to start your preparation, or even if you started in your tumbling where to go, you do not understand, there are a lot of books piled up in the library and in and around you in the market and all. So to sum this down, we'll put it in a very simple and easy way to understand for different subjects what are the books enough for you to carry on for your exam preparation. So yeah, we know that this is a very big ocean where you dwelled into the number of current affairs, the number of subjects related matter, topics and everything. So you do not know what to pick, or you must be feeling lost and everything, right? So to solve this particular problem, we will see what are the key important books for you to build that foundation so that you can skyrocket in your preparation. So first things first is, what is very important is your syllabus. When you know what you're getting into, when you know what you're studying, when you know what exactly you wanted to target, then you can easily tackle this problem of unlimited resources. Okay. So in our preparation, in our syllabus, there are basically 10 topics, like the core topics. First, we need to understand, we need to segregate. See, it's a very clear mention in each of the main topics. Suppose, let us say in GS1, there is art and culture, your history and everything. There is one line mentioned for each subject. So, instead of this, when you note down like, okay, in this 10 subjects, the core 4 subjects are there, which is your history, your economics, your geography, and your polity and governance. These are the core subjects where you should definitely build your foundation and you should be very strong at it in order to tackle your remaining subjects. See, your remaining subjects can be your IR, your Indian society, your social justice, your science and technology, and also current affairs is considered as a total different thing. Okay, so in order to move forward, in order to come to this part, you need to have your base and core built up in these 4 subjects, 4 or 5 because governance I have written. So which book you have to take, which magazine or which institute book you have to take, this kind of confusions will be there even for the subjects. So in this video, we will see which books you have to read, what will help you to build that foundation in order to understand the further topics. Now let us say there is one example which talks about, okay, the ongoing war is happening, right? Russia and Ukraine war and Israel-Palestine war. When your history is clear, when your world history is clear, you know the locations of Israel, you know the location of Russia, geography is clear, then automatically for you to study IR, it is very easy and very understandable. You need not to put that extra miles. So when your core is built, you can understand whatever is happening in and around you. So coming to the books part, for your history, see, more importantly, your ancient and medieval. See, this is important first to read, but this will give you the base. But the most important for exam perspective is your modern India, and one and only spectrum is enough for both your prelims and mains. When you study all the events, all the personalities, all like colonialism, what are the events happened, everything, if you study whatever is mentioned in the spectrum, you'll understand modern history. After modern history, go to your medieval history. Before Britishers have take over India or East India come into India, this kind of events prior to this, what has happened? Who were ruling us? What was the culture of Mughals? What exactly they followed? This kind of, you go in the backward direction. Pick up your medieval history, which is written by Satish Chandra sir. This is very crisp, clear and enough for your medieval history. You need not to go somewhere else apart from this book. Coming to your ancient history, R.S. Sharma book, the cover page would be looking like this. This is also very clear and this is very enough. See, this books are being followed by your toppers, and also n number of videos you will be seeing that this kind of books are mentioned. So it's like very crisp and clear that you need to follow only these books. So for your modern history, for your medieval history, for your ancient history, build your foundation by reading these books first. Then your art and culture. Now you know what has happened in history, who were the kings and queens involved, what is the events happening. Now this is clear. Now you when you pick up your art and culture NCERT, you will understand why that particular king has to build that particular temple or that particular architecture. This will be very clear when you study history first and then pick up your art and culture. See, first this is a foundation for you to build this NCERT. When you're doing great, you're understanding all the concepts, then you can go for Nitin Singhania's book for your art and culture. Next, for post-independence and world history, this you set aside when everything is completed. So for your post-independence, again by Bipin Chandra Sir's book, India Since Independence, this is enough. Make note of it. You itself read this book and try to summarize, and then this is crisp and clear. Then for your world history, there's an NCERT themes in world history. This is also enough. Once this is built, once your world history is done, once your modern history is done, then for you to understand the historical context of international relations, why exactly that two countries are involved in that particular bilateral agreement, you will understand because there is an historical context. So history is a base for anything for you to study forward. Next, coming to your polity and governance, our one and only Bible, M. Lakshmikant, and this is your cover page of your latest version. This is very important. Combined with this for the governance as well, M. Lakshmikant Sir's books only is enough. And this is good to go for your prelims. Okay, there are just facts. Whatever the constitution, it's like a bare act. I'll not call a bare act, but it's like that in a layman language written. So this is good for your prelims. For coming to mains, you need to combine this with your newspaper or current affairs magazine. When you combine that with this, that is when you will stand out in your mains. But for prelims, this is good to go. Then for your economics, same. For your base to exactly first, if you pick up your newspaper article, you will be seeing that today's in the small section you will be finding that India's GDP is so and so, or a particular country's GDP is so and so. Firstly, you should understand what is GDP, what are the factors, or what are the significance, or why exactly GDP has been a measure to calculate. All such kind of things the base has to build for in terms. So you need to pick up your NCERT, clear your basics and do. And there is also microeconomics. You need not that is not necessary. What is the difference? Micro, macro. Micro at the small level, macro at the country level. That's all. So pick up directly your macroeconomic books. You need not to read every NCERT. Do not waste time like that. Pick up these two books and then go to Vivek Singh Sir's book for your economy. Sir have also written very clear, crisp, and in the student-friendly language. You'll easily understand one who reads this book. So for economics, this is clear, and combined with your newspaper for your mains answers, so that your answer look updated. So this is clear for your economics. Coming to your geography, 6th class to your 12th class NCERTs are what been suggested. If you do not know basics, go to your 6th and 7th and 8th classes. They'll define like solar system, what are the planets there, what is exactly revolution, what is rotation, that kind of minute differences are mentioned in your 6th and 7th. Once, it's okay, do not take it to your ego. Once if you recall what has happened, because you must have studied back in your minimum 7 to 10 years of gap. So once you try to recall or revise and then move forward to your 12th NCERTs, and then you can combine if there is any cyclone happening or such kind of events, then you combine that particular event with your static. So this is how you study your core basics. So you have dealt your polity. Now polity and governance, your economics, your geography and your history. History, modern, medieval and ancient, and also your post-independence and your world history. By first completing this core subjects, Then if you move forward, then we'll discuss the other subjects relevance books or whatever important resources we will deal in next video. But for this video, make sure that you are clear with your basic concepts. That is when you understand the complex concepts which are there. So this is not rocket science exam. You need to just build your base first and then move to your upper level of the preparation. So this will make you easy. All the very best. Thank you.